Hello, everybody, dear friends of the SN alumni group spread all over the world. A warm welcome to the first edition of Better English program. As far as I personally am concerned, I take this as a big honor extended to me by the SN alumni to share my ideas about English language, which is now very essential, not only as a powerful means of communication, but also as a way of life. So, warm welcome to the first edition of this program. I will very briefly introduce myself. I am Dr. N. Sarjan. I was at Sri Narayana College, Kannur during the period 1981-84 doing my BA Economics. After my BA Economics, I went on to do MA English from the Department of English, University of Calicut, and later I joined SN service at SN College, Kollam, and in the year 1989, specifically in the month of January, on the 2nd of January 1989, I joined SN College, Kannur, and I have been there for the last 30 years, 30 long, lovely years of my life, and those lovely years of my life have given me a lot of experiences, not only as a teacher of English, but also as a communicator, also as a person involved in student culture, involved in youth culture, and those brief experiences or those humble experiences which I've had during my 30 years tenure, 3 decades as a teacher of English at SN College, Kannur. Those experiences I will be sharing with you in a very humble way. You can accept it, you can give your suggestions, and you can also point out whatever you have to point out by way of improvement. I am open to all your suggestions, and also it's a kind of mutual learning platform. Please take this platform as a kind of mutual learning platform, not as a platform where I dish out several things to you, but I will take a non-pedantic standpoint. I will take a pragmatic stand as I present my modules. Thank you very much, and over to the modules. Now, 2 items I will be focusing upon in the first edition of Better English. So in this edition, I would be focusing upon 2 words which are very widely used all over the world in English. The first word that I am going to focus upon is online. Now, how do we spell this word online? It is a combination, as all of you know, it is a combination of the preposition on and line. But it is spelled differently. It is spelled on hyphen line, or just as one single word, online, O-N-L-I-N-E, or it is sometimes even written as 2 words, online, O-N, then space L-I-N-E. Now, there could be a lot of confusion among the students, even inside the classrooms. We are not bothered about classroom exercise or any kind of pedantic kind of engagement. My presentation will be very pragmatically oriented. I will not talk in the prescriptive mode, that this is correct, that this is wrong, or this is absolutely unacceptable or anything like that. We will see how far these usages or these different variants are appropriate or comparatively acceptable. സ്വീകാര്യത അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിൻ്റെ അനുയോജ്യത എത്രമാത്രം അനുയോജ്യമാണ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എത്രമാത്രം സ്വീകാര്യമാണ്. So that is a what you say recently developed comparatively, I would say, after the 1970s we have the descriptive method in. So നമ്മൾ ഏതാണ്ട് ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്റ്റീവ് വിവരണാത്മകമായ we will be using the descriptive method of presentation. Now online, ON-LINE, single word online, or the third way in which it is spelled is on space line. All the three are equally acceptable, equally appropriate. We need not be stuck to the spelling or the way in which we are writing. All three refer to digital communication. In British communication as well as American communication, on-line for the online services is used. Sometimes it is spelled ONLINE as a single word, or even sometimes it is spelled as double words, ON space LINE. Now it means just the services or any kind of communication process that is available on the internet or else on the computer. Online is used by many computer network companies. Online as a single word, so you can use it as a single word. That's what I say, because we are using very fast modes of communication like the computer, the cell phone, or even fast kind of writing, note taking. So online is sometimes used not simply as a single word. It is tagged with very many things. It actually being online actually means being on the phone, or coming and going online means about to be online or operative. Coming online or going out online means about to be online, operative. Now, continuing with our engagement with the use of the term online. In American English, waiting or standing in line is sometimes used instead of online. So, which means that being online also means being in queue. In line is also used in British English for being in queue. Be in line. You are in line. You are in line. But most Americans, and even generally the American usage, admits now in contemporary times not in line but online. For example, ഒരു ഉദാഹരണമായിട്ട് ഞാൻ പറയാം. The students are forced to wait on line outside the school. But the only difference is that ഈ നമ്മൾ ക്യൂവിലാണ് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ആ അർത്ഥം വെച്ച് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഒറ്റ വാക്ക് പറയുന്നതിന് പകരം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഹൈഫൻ ഇട്ടിട്ട് ഓൺലൈൻ പറയുന്നതിന് പകരം ഓൺ സ്പേസ് ലൈൻ ഇടുന്നതായിരിക്കും ആ അർത്ഥം വ്യക്തമാക്കാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കാൻ പറ്റിയ ഒരു രീതി. That is only more appropriate. I won't say wrong. The VIP, another example, the VIPs don't have to stand on line and get special offers. Again, another example I have given you, on space line. But actually, this word online has become very, very popular. Of late, it is used all over the world. when referring to the accessing of electronic systems. And it is the actual meaning of being online is being connected or to be available on the computer or on the internet or on the phone. When I say phone, I mean the cell phone. And also, interestingly, നമ്മൾ ടെക്നിക്കലി പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഐ എം നോട്ട് യൂസിങ് ദ ക്ലാസ് റൂം ടേംസ് ലൈക്ക് adverb or adjective or anything, but the word can function both as a verb and adjective. We have online resources, we have online materials, we have online research, we have online communication, we have online communities. In all these usages, the word online functions more as a kind of adjective or more as a kind of modifier. But at the same time, one very interesting thing about this word online is that it can function both as an adjective and a verb and an adverb as well. Shop online. അവിടെ അതൊരു ക്രിയയുടെ ഒരു രീതിയാണ് അവലംബിക്കുന്നത്. സ്പീക്ക് ഓൺലൈൻ, എൻഗേജ് ഓൺലൈൻ, ഡിസ്ക്രൈബ് ഓൺലൈൻ, പ്രസന്റ് ഓൺലൈൻ. Now when we look at the history of this word line, from a Malayali perspective, we can very well go down the memory lane and see that line is one word which we had associated when we were inside the school classrooms. We were associating it with the geometry. Then in physics class, we were associating it with electricity, the line of current or the line through which current passes. Or when we come out into the open from the classrooms, we saw the electric lines, the high tension line or the low tension line, or even the domestic lines. But it is quite interesting to see the journey of this word line from the geometry classes to so many other domains of our life. Not only in public life, but even in romantic life, the word line was used by the Malayalis in very interesting ways. All of you can, when you are a little bit nostalgic about your college life, you have the Malayalam usage. Line velikkiga. Line velikkiga. I needn't explain. If I explain the meaning of the phrase line velikkiga, the whole romance of it is lost. But we should understand that the Malayalis have a habit of using a lot of Malayalam words in their common parlance, even in their day-to-day interactions. So line velikkiya എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ to establish or to build up a relationship with a boy or girl. It is not a gendered word. I think even women do use it, but that has now come into different formats. I don't think any of the youngsters do use this phrase line velikkiga on college campuses these days. But in political parlance also, line is used. എന്താണ് ആ ഒരു രാഷ്ട്രീയ പാർട്ടിയുടെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആ ഒരു രാഷ്ട്രീയ ചിന്താഗതിയുടെ ഒരു ലൈൻ എന്താണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നില്ലല്ലോ. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് വാട്ട് ഇസ് ദ ട്രാജക്ടറി or what is the the channel of thought of that particular political party. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അയാളുടെ ലൈൻ എന്താണെന്ന് നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നില്ലല്ലോ. എന്താണ് അയാൾ ഏത് ഭാഗത്തേക്ക് അയാൾ ചിന്തിക്കുന്നത്. ദാറ്റ് വേ ഓൾസോ ദ വേർഡ് ലൈൻ ഈസ് യൂസ്ഡ് നൗ. സോ that is just by way of tracing the history of the word line. I took back all your attention to the earlier days of say the late 70s and the 1980s, when line was used by the Malayalis, but that word has now been modified as online. Now just to conclude, ലൈന് വലിക്കുമ്പോൾ അതിനൊരുപാട് റിസ്ക് ഉണ്ട്. ഈ വാക്ക് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ എഡിഷൻ നിർത്തുന്നത്. റിസ്ക് ഇസ് വൺ വേർഡ് which is used in a very different, what you say, in an inappropriate way. I won't say wrong. Maybe after many years that meaning will come in. But I don't know, the people of the Malabari Malayalis, especially people of Kannur and Kasaragod districts, they use the word risk with the meaning buddhimuttu. I have heard even some rare English teachers using the word risk in the സെൻസ് ഓഫ് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട്. അത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അവിടുന്ന് ഒരു സഞ്ചി തൂക്കിയിട്ട് സഞ്ചിക്കകത്ത് പച്ചക്കറിയൊക്കെ തൂക്കിയിട്ട് ഇവിടെ വരുന്നത് റിസ്ക് അല്ലേ എന്ന്. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ പറയുന്നത് ഞങ്ങൾ പലപ്പോഴും കേട്ടു. പ്ലീസ് ഡോണ്ട് യൂസ് ദാറ്റ് because it is an inappropriate use of that word risk. Risk actually means dangerous, what you say, property or some danger involved. It doesn't mean ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട്. അപ്പം ലൈൻ വലിക്കുന്നത് റിസ്ക് ആണ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് പോലെ, ഏത് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ലൈൻ വലിക്കുന്നത് റിസ്ക് ആണെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് കറക്റ്റാണ്, ബിക്കോസ് ദർ ഇസ് എ ഡേഞ്ചർ ഇൻവോൾവ്. ബട്ട് ഹിയർ ഒരു പച്ചക്കറി സഞ്ചി തൂക്കി വരുന്നത് റിസ്ക് ആണെന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ശരിയല്ല. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ആക്ച്വലി ദ ഹോൾ objective of this better English program of ours, because the Malayalis do use quite a lot of English even in their common parlance. Let us use English with a better sense of appropriateness. Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely Sunday. Thank you.